The city government of Digos, gripped firmly at the helm by the leadership of Mayor Joseph Cagas, launched the City Greening Program on September 8, 2020. City Ordinance Number 2020-043, otherwise known as the City Greening Program, is an ordinance institutionalizing reforestation and tree planting in Digos City. Since its inception, tree planting activities and coastal cleanup drives have captivated the attention of various groups in the locality, making tree planting a growing trend on the youth and a popular act for community service or corporate social responsibility program. Tree planting is either initiated by the city government on different environment-related events in coordination with government agencies, the academe, businesses, and private groups. Or tree planting is initiated by private groups, institutions, to which the Greening Program Office provides seedlings and manpower assistance. The first 1 million trees commenced on December 2022, and we are now on Season 2 of our 1 million trees program. The City Coastal Resource and Management Division, under the City Greening Program, has maintained 8.3 hectares mangrove sanctuary located at Barangay Sinawilan. Mangrove forests capture massive amounts of carbon dioxide emissions and other greenhouse gases from the atmosphere and trap and store them in their carbon-rich flooded soils for millennia. This buried carbon is known as blue carbon, stored underwater in coastal ecosystems. Mangroves provide valuable flood protection and risk reduction benefits to these coastal areas and threatened species. From January to December 2023, actual accomplished mangrove seedlings planted have reached 200,000 mangrove seedlings. On important environmental events like International Coastal Cleanup Day, World Ocean Day, Earth Day, and Environmental Awareness Month, the City Greening Program organizes coastal cleanup drives, inviting government organizations and Digos City stakeholders to collect plastic, synthetics, and other foreign materials perpetrating our coastal areas and mangrove sanctuary. An average of 90 to 100 sacks of biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes have been collected during regular coastal cleanup drives organized by the City Greening Program. The establishment and maintenance of nursery or seedling bank for the propagation and production of seedlings of forest trees is securely situated at Digos City Eco Park and Arboretum, where an estimated 10,000 seedlings are bagged and nurtured available for disposal to serve and supply tree planting activities initiated by various groups and to the City Greening Program Office for mandatory tree planting. From January to December of 2023, there have been 200,000 seedlings propagated. Mangrove seedlings are likewise nurtured and maintained at Mangrove Seedling Bank at Sitio Punta Biao, where 15,000 mangrove seedlings are propagated throughout a fiscal year as source material for mangrove tree planting activities initiated by the city government through the City Greening Program. Since January 2021, mandatory tree planting certificate is required to secure important documents like marriage license, business permits, and building permits. These transactions disposes an average of 250 seedlings in 30 days or 3,000 seedlings in a year to add up to the number of seedlings planted to honor events and occasions where community tree planting activities are being implemented. Park and plazas are green spaces that provide physical and mental well-being and improve the quality of life of all Digosenios. Interest in city parks and green areas have revived in recent years. Government and civic groups have revitalized rundown city parks, community open spaces, greenways along rivers, and planted gardens in vacant lots. Green spaces in urban areas provide substantial environmental benefits. Trees reduce air pollution and water pollution. They provide cooler areas around city perimeters, and they are more effective and less expensive way to manage storm water runoff than building systems of concrete sewers and drainage ditches. We live in a time of unprecedented environmental challenges, from the plastic choking our oceans to the smog clouding our skies. The evidence of human impact is undeniable. Individual efforts, while commendable, are not sufficient. The power of collective action, the strength of our community, is what can truly make a difference. When we come together as a community, we pool our resources, knowledge, and creativity. People coming from all walks of life, people from various ranks and positions, from social groups, are sharing one purpose, one heart and spirit as we think of what is next for the coming generation. Before we conclude this report, may we acknowledge our benefactors who contributed their resources to carve for us a most meaningful journey in the war against climate change. Our special thanks to our sincerest thanks to our fellow officers in the city government who walked with us through this journey. And finally, our appreciation to our City Mayor Joseph Fortich Cagas for his steadfast, unrelenting commitment and support by dedicating his time, resources, and ingenuity to the City Greening Program, a brainchild of this administration. And to God Almighty, who makes all things possible.